My name is Matt Ewens. I'm chair of TEDxFortMcMurray Organizing Committee.
My name is Lynn Roddy, and I was a volunteer at TEDxFortMcMurray 2012.
I'm Rainalee Horolan, and this is Senzaidel Horolan. My role in the last TEDx was a speaker, and my topic was the uncompromising promise to self, to motherhood, and the community.
My name is Kira Melikan. I'm a journalist and I'm the communications specialist for Keano College.
My name is Mark Elliott and I was a presenter.
My name is Kim Nordby and I attended TEDx in 2012. So I was excited at first, but also I didn't know a lot about TEDx, so I was curious and did a bit of research online to see what this was all about. And then when I heard that it was a Leadership with Buffalo team putting it on, I thought, wow, that's pretty cool.
My background was through Leadership with Buffalo, and our crew was thinking about trying to put together TEDx Fort McMurray. We'd applied for our license with TED. We had the website URL. And then all of a sudden, Ken Chapman with the Oil Sands Developers Group announces that TEDx Fort McMurray is coming in March of 2012. And I specifically remember that moment when I was reading it at like 11 o'clock at night on my iPhone going, what is going on?
Well, I went, wow, a TED event is coming to Fort McMurray. I thought the city has really gone to a whole new level of promoting itself. TED level events are, the brand itself, it speaks for itself, right? And to think that it was a TEDx event with a local flair, I was very excited.
When the two groups came together and we started to really pull off the organizing committee that turned out to be TEDx Fort McMurray, it was really a true partnership. And when I first saw, kind of the materials come out and the press started to come out about TEDx Fort McMurray, I just knew I was along for a ride and was just hoping I could hold on.
And I just oh cool, I wonder who would be the speakers for this year. And I didn't really know, didn't even think that I would be close to being one. So there's yeah, just go and check. So when I went in, I know a lot of people said, why don't you be a speaker? I was like, what am I gonna talk about, right? So needless to say, somebody really said, well, try it.
The opportunity to participate in a TEDx and talk about some of the stories in Fort McMurray is something that really enticed me to come and get involved with this project, because I know it's something like a magnet for a lot of the relevant stories that we have here. I discovered that this is a place that people gravitate to really transform their lives. Now, we're a community that is surrounded by nature and innovation. That the myth of the greedy and evil corporation doesn't persist here.
As a journalist, as a resident, I love Fort McMurray. So I just wanted to see and learn from people what exactly do they have to share, and of course, tell the world about our community as well. It's so important to share our messages. The better job we do, the better it is.
Wowed from the moment I sat down until the very end. But I was really just proud of seeing certain people up on stage that I had interacted in through my work, and to see them in a completely different environment and so professional and so good at what they were doing and how they were presenting their ideas. So I was really pleased to see people like Kevin Scoble and Tim Reed and Russell Thomas, and it was really impressive.
It was something that opened my eyes more, that people are not, I'm not alone in loving this community. I am not alone in trying to walk forward and be a great advocate to this community. Because a lot of people I heard in the speeches, man, I still have Sheldon Germain's, speech. And wherever I go and see things, the process in the community, I could see what he was talking about.
The temporary workers, though their influence is minimal, they're the ones who have a huge influence external to our community. They're the ones being interviewed by CNN, CBC, and GQ.
We really are a world-class city. We can host an event like that, and with a local flair, and we've got world-class people living here, and I like to consider myself one of them and part of the crowd. So
there's a lot more going on in Fort McMurray than we can see on the surface. And even when we plumb the depths of it, there's still a lot more things that are going on here. I think just the personalities of the people here, their experiences and their knowledge, compiling that together. That's really, I think, what the greatest thing about TEDxFortMcMurray was.
I was just so impressed and proud. I mean, they say, you know, all of your babies are beautiful, right? And you know, I was just so thrilled with all 11 speakers, and I just knew the effort that they put in, and you could feel the love from the audience. That was really cool.
Question for you. Does anybody know which famous artist painted this? Just shout out your answers, your ideas. Ben, yes, he's famous. My 8-year-old son, Ben, from Dr. Clark's school in Fort McMurray.
I'm just really looking forward to this year's event, and so pleased that we've continued to hold the TEDx in Fort McMurray.
Well, I'm looking forward to 2013. Alana is going to probably kill me when she sees this, so hopefully you can edit it out. I have a lot of expectations from her cookie stories, and I think she'll be lots of fun. She's a dear friend. So is Teresa. I think both of them will do a great job, you know, as will everybody else. But again, Alana and Teresa definitely.
I'm just overly impressed with TEDx Fort McMurray and just the high level of quality and performance among the people who are operating in it. And initially, as I was going through it, I said, you should be documenting this during 2012 because it's definitely worth it, the amount of effort and thought put into it.
Well, I highly encourage everybody to come out and to participate. You know, grab a ticket before they're gone and come out and support it. You won't be disappointed.
My thought would be, this is his community now too. And this is something that he would grow with. Like the thoughts, the ideas that people share. It's something that will guide him, inspire him. And it's important to me.
I'm just really excited for this year. Crossing my fingers. So it's T-minus 25 days. Hopefully all the glass balls that the team is juggling land safely. And I just can't wait for that first speaker to walk out on stage, feel the love in the room, and for that last speaker to just close out the day. It's going to be such a great time.